All right, this is fascinating to me, and I think
play, Gina?
it will be too. No, I'm too wimpy.
Okay.
I could never compete.
You're in good shape.
No.
Sean Lee, get in there. Health works. Get some of this. Boom.
I do like to do the crossover when I'm at the roller arena.
Shooting the duck with Eric Estrada.
I wish I could shoot the duck. Yeah, that's when you go down one leg, right?
I can't skate at all.
If you grew up in the 70s and 80s, you probably maybe watched roller derby on TV.
Well, you're at least familiar with it. I mean,
Yeah,
it was on,
heard of it.
what, Pinky Tuscadero was on
Yeah.
Happy Days.
On
right?
Happy Days.
And leather.
And leather, right? Skaters were on a bank track, or are on a bank track, and hitting and punching to take opponents out of the game.
Fox 2's Robin Murdoch knows all about this sport. She competes, and she's standing by with her story.
And it's funny because Robin is so sweet and kind and gracious, and
she'll knock you out.
you put on that gear and you're like a different person.
I
Right?
am a different woman. Watch
Throwing
out. You know,
elbows?
you guys might have noticed me actually limping into work a couple of days. This is why women are so in love with this sport that it is spreading around the world at an amazing rate. Here's a look at why skaters and fans are infatuated with women's flat track derby.
I enjoy it more than anything in the world. It's just a lot of fun to watch and beat people up.
Number 52, Johnny Mayhem.
We run this mother.
It's being called one of the fastest growing sports right now, and it's rolling into cities around the globe.
I'm glad it's finally here. I think the girls deserve it. You know, gives them a chance to take out some frustrations of what all us guys give them.
So far, more than 1,200 amateur roller derby leagues exist in the world. Nearly 30 of them are taking over rinks right here in Michigan.
I just thought it would be a fun way to exercise. It was a little bit different.
Red 5, elbow, major.
And then as soon as I strapped on skates and started going to practice, I became completely obsessed with it.
I played a lot of sports in school and high school, and I kind of missed the team activity of it, and all just the girl derby love was like a big thing for me, and just the exercise.
And you get a lot of it. Roller derby is the only full contact sport in which teams play offense and defense at the same time. These ladies are padded up and don't hold back.
One time she got knocked down and her helmet came loose. And she got back up, went and knocked the girl down.
I'm still trying to make head nor tails of how they score points.
Here's the basic breakdown. There are 2 half-hour periods that are divided into 2-minute bouts. Each team has 5 players on the floor during that bout, a pivot who sets the pace of the skaters, along with 3 blockers who together make up the pack, and a jammer. The jammer wears a star on their helmet and must make their way through that pack, scoring points for each player passed. The first jammer who gets through is designated the lead and has the power to call off the play, in turn limiting the other team's points. Add in minors and penalties for hitting players in parts of the body that are off limits, and you've got yourself a derby bout.
Lead has been awarded. Lead has been awarded.
It's definitely a mental game more than it is anything else. It's you're playing football out there, but instead of playing football with a ball, you're playing football with the jammer, who's your girl out there, and you got to make sure she gets through okay. You got to make sure the other team aren't blocking you.
One of the things that is often pointed out about the sport is how during the day we are reporters like myself, we are doctors, we are attorneys, and then at night we have these derby alter egos. But what is really cool is what we can do on these skates, and let me tell you, it is not easy.
We're out there busting our butts, skating hard and working out all the time. We actually do off skates cross training, and we practice 3 nights a week in this heat. You know, it's a hard, real sport.
For me, being a non-physical person, this is definitely, I amaze myself every day with what I can do on skates.
I got on rollerblades for the first time yesterday, and to see what they do on quads is incredible. I can't even barely turn, you know, and they're doing 360s and jumping.
The Scars and Stripes doubleheader in Traverse City recently put 4 up-and-coming teams to the physical test. The Oakland Derby Diamonds out of Waterford tried to outshine the Traverse City Cherry Bombs, while Jackson's Jacktown Rollers plotted to plow through TC's Toxic Cherries. These photos prove the passion.
I think a lot of people are still in the mentality of the 70s roller derby where it was all staged. It was more like wrestling. You know, girls were actually pulling each other's hair, and that's not the sport at all that it is today. It is a legitimate sport. I didn't know what to think the first time I saw it. I thought, you know, maybe that it was a little too racy or something before I saw it, but they just are out there having a good time, and it's family fun.
Movies like the big screen blockbuster Whip It.
Number 69, Bloody Holly.
You get 180 women together, there's bound to be a little drama.
And a new documentary called Derby Baby are now helping to breed the sport.
I think my daughter will be there doing it. I mean, she bought her own derby skates already, and pads and a helmet and everything, so she's ready to go. 8 years and she's in.
The women who dedicate themselves to Derby inevitably extend their families, and it is extending its reach. It's one of 8 sports now under consideration for the 2020 Olympics. So women's flat track derby is here to stay.
If it weren't for roller derby, I wouldn't know any of these women. We don't move in the same circles. I never would have met them otherwise. So it's awesome. It's like you get one big family full of people that you'd never dreamed that you'd be friends with.
Red 24, low block major.
You hit each other on the track, but after, I mean, it's everybody likes each other. You go out to socialize with everybody, and it's like everybody knows everybody. It's a small community, and therefore you're strong. You feel stronger.
Orange 12, orange 12.
It's, you know, it's everything about me is roller derby now. You know, I live and breathe it.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you something. Don't think you'll understand when I say that something. Don't wanna hold your hand. Don't wanna hold your hand. Don't wanna hold your hand.
Too weird. I like that one.
So that is my other life. It's a lot of fun. I mean, it's a lot of work, but I love it. So
it's an interesting combination because you've got the athleticism, you've got fashion in there. I mean,
Yeah.
the ladies, a lot of them have full makeup going on.
Yeah.
Fun names. So it's really brings a lot of worlds together.
yeah, and I must say, when I played derby, I look totally different than what I look like now. Like, I don't often wear fishnet tights or anything like that. And yeah, it's just it's a whole nother life, and it's cool. It's a different type of release because, especially in what we do, I mean, you kind of, you know, you've got to uphold a certain, you know, character, and it's nice to, yeah, it's nice to be able to let go and have fun
And act like the Channel 4 basketball team.
Calling them out right here.
With the forearm shiver. You give somebody a little elbow in the ribs when they're going for a...
You seen they were throwing some fouls on you?
Oh, yeah. Well,
Illegal, some illegal
there will be a rematch.
Let me know if you need me to rough somebody up, Jason.
Derby
I'm
name,
getting pretty
before we
good
let
at
you
it.
go, what's your derby name?
Robin of Knoxley.
I get it. I get
I
it.
was getting ready for
Nice.
work one morning. Robin Hood was on, and it just light bulb went off. So
Light
All right. So when we come back, we're going to talk about where you can learn more about this sport. There will be recruiters if you think, hey, I want to do some of that.